All right, let's jump right in. We need to talk about something huge, a crisis that's creeping up on all of us, and I mean all of us, water scarcity. So, what's the real story here? Let's get into it.
I mean, think about that for a second. Water? More expensive than gold? It sounds like something out of a movie, right? But honestly, this isn't science fiction. It's a very real question we might be facing. The one thing we all just assume will always be there could suddenly become this crazy expensive luxury. It's a serious thought.
Okay, so to really get to a solution, you first have to break down the problem, right? We need to understand what's actually happening. What's the root cause of all this?
So, here's the heart of it. Picture this giant natural underground reservoir that's been there for ages. That's our groundwater. It's what so many of us depend on. And it's just vanishing. The levels are plummeting. Why? Simple. We're sucking it out way, way faster than rain can ever fill it back up.
And you know what's wild? The real irony here? We're dealing with these crazy water shortages, and then it rains. Sometimes it pours. And what happens to all that water? It just washes away, straight down the drain. It's like we're dying of thirst while standing in a river. The water is literally falling from the sky, and we're just letting it go.
So why is that? Well, just look around our cities. It's all concrete, asphalt, pavement, a concrete jungle, in the most literal sense. Think of it like this. Nature has this amazing sponge, the soil, that soaks up rain. But we've basically covered that sponge with a giant plastic sheet. The water can't get through, so it can't refill those underground reserves.
And the result of all this, it's not some abstract, far-off problem. People are feeling it right now. The bore wells that communities have relied on for years, they're sputtering out. They're going dry. The well is literally running dry, and you just can't ignore that.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? It's not a water problem. It's a usable water problem. We get plenty of water during the rainy season. I mean, tons of it. But it's almost like we're trying to catch it with our hands wide open. It just slips right through.
Okay, so that's the problem. It sounds pretty grim, but, and this is a big but, it's not hopeless. There's actually a really smart, almost beautifully simple solution to this whole mess. And that solution is rainwater harvesting.
So what does that even mean, rainwater harvesting? It's exactly what it sounds like. Instead of letting all that rain that hits your roof just wash away, you catch it, you collect it. And then you have two amazing options. Either you store it in a tank to use later, or you guide it back into the ground to give our groundwater a much-needed drink. Let me put it another way. It's basically catching free water that falls out of the sky. That's it. When you put it that simply, it's just common sense, right? Why would we let something so valuable just go down the drain? All right, so the idea is great, but how does it actually work? Like, what does a system like this even look like? Let's break it down. And trust me, it's probably way simpler than you're picturing. Okay, it's basically a three-step process. Super straightforward. Step 1, collect. The rain hits your roof, and instead of going to the gutter, it's channeled into pipes. Step 2, filter. The water runs through a basic filter that catches stuff like leaves and dirt. And step 3, store or recharge. From there, the clean water either goes into a storage tank for you to use, or it's sent into a special pit that lets it soak back into the earth. That's the whole thing. Collect, filter, store. See? Simple. So we've got the what and the how. Now for the most important part, the why. What's in it for us? What are the actual benefits of doing this? And let me tell you, they are massive. Let's run through them. First and foremost, you're helping refill that underground water source we talked about. That's huge. And on a personal level, you'll likely see your water bills go down. Big win. Plus, think about heavy rains in the city. All that water has nowhere to go. This helps with that, reducing flooding. And when you put it all together, you're protecting the environment, and maybe most importantly, you're helping create a future where we don't have to worry about water. I mean, look at this. It really lays out the two roads ahead of us. On one side, if we do nothing, we're looking at more floods, wells running dry, bills going up, and this constant stress about water. On the other side, with rainwater harvesting, we get the opposite: less flooding, healthier groundwater, lower bills, and genuine water security. The choice seems pretty obvious, doesn't it?
And this is where it all comes together. This is the most important part because it's about you. It's so easy to hear about a massive problem like a water crisis and think, well, what can I do? I'm just one person. But here's the thing. With this issue, that's just not true. You can actually do a lot.
It really starts with a change in how we think about this. This quote is key. This is not just a government problem. It's our problem. It's everybody's problem. Water belongs to all of us, which means it's on all of us to take care of it.
So what's the game plan? Here are 3 simple things. First, seriously, look into getting a rainwater harvesting system for your house or your building. Second, just talk about it. Tell your friends, your family, make people aware of how important this is. And third, on a day-to-day level, just be a little more mindful. Don't waste water. Every single drop you save really does make a difference.
And that's what this is all about, right? It's easy to just point out problems. What's more important is to focus on the solutions. And rainwater harvesting is a real, tangible solution that's within our reach. It's a tool we can all use to build a better future. So the question isn't what's wrong anymore. The real question is, what are we going to do about it?